In this video, I'm going to be doing a nail art design inspired by the movie Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I am actually going to be using a nail wheel to do this instead of my nails. So this is the 10 colors that I have. The first nail I'm going to be doing is inspired by, or should I say, is the Talking Snowman. I'm going to take a dotting tool as well as a white polish, and I'm going to just dot. And the reason why I'm doing it in more of a rectangle is because that's kind of what he looks like. And I actually have on my tablet in front of me right now, I have a reference photo of all of these characters. And then I'm just going to keep going up with it. Here we go. The reason why I'm doing a bouncing up and down motion is because I think it's easier to get a bigger dot, and I think it can help make it rounder. I'm gonna let that dry, and while that's drying, I'm gonna move on to this nail. Periwinkle blue nail, I'm going to be doing the Abominable Snow Monster, and I'm actually just gonna take the brush of this because I'm going to be just basically outlining his face and then doing the rest of it in white. And the good thing about drawing this thing, it's supposed to be, I want to say, like tattered. You don't really have to worry about being too perfect. And I'm outlining his, what looks like his mustache and his mouth. And I'm just doing this with the white. This white polish is getting near the end of the bottle. I'm gonna let the outline of that dry. I'm gonna move on to this nail, which is gonna be Rudolph. His nose. Okay. Now I'm going to take some more white polish and I'm going to draw his eyes. He looks a little possessed right now, but he's not going to be in a minute. For this nail, I'm going to be doing Clarice. Her nose is not as big. There we go. Next, I'm going to take a bright red polish and I'm going to create her bow. I have a very difficult time drawing bows for some reason. I've noticed about drawing bows that has made it easier for me is I draw 4 polka dots and then I basically just draw them connecting like this, and then that's how I do it, and that's actually a lot easier for me. There we go. I always have some problem drawing eyeballs. I don't know why. Moving on to Santa. If you're doing this on your nails, you could totally just rotate your hand to do this. But since I'm using a nail wheel here, I'm just gonna do it like this. I always, whenever I have to do a line like this, I always put like the minimal amount of polish on the brush just to do the basic shape. Now I'm gonna take a detail brush and some silver polish, and I'm gonna draw the buckle. The buckle that is always on a Santa suit. And you don't have to use a detail brush to do this. You can use a toothpick if you want to, but because I'm so used to using a detail brush, I just go with that. There we go. This claws, which is this matte purple. I'm gonna take the brush and do very thin lines right here to create the sleeves of her apron. And then go. Then next up is, it's either Hermie or Herbie. I can't figure out which one it is. Doing this as a guide point because I kind of made Santa's belt a little lower than I wanted to. This movie, Rudolph, is, that's just how that clears. This movie is actually my dad's favorite Christmas movie. There we go. And for this one, his eyes in the photo definitely looks like he's a little bit dizzy, so is Yukon Cornelius. I'm not 100% sure though. And I'm gonna take a burnt, kind of like a reddish orange polish and do his beard. I think I made that a little too thick. I did add some more blue polish just to kind of cover up the mistake there. On to one of the Misfit toys, which is the elephant. I am literally just going to do a bunch of polka dots. I'm not going to draw its face. There we go. Okay, back to Mr. Silver and Gold here. I want to say like a charcoal gray color and draw his I want to say, I don't know what you call that, pickaxe, dagger, whatever it is that he uses to hunt for his silver and gold. Lastly, for Mr. Charlie in the box, I'm going to just take a dotting tool and I'm going to just do a row of green dots and then a row of red dots to keep it simple. Because that is the colors of, I don't know, his shirt. Clown kind of costume with the gold jingle bells. For Charlie in the box. We have Mr. Snowman. We have the Snow Monster, Rudolph, Clarice, Santa, Mrs. Claus, Hermie, Yukon Gold, and let's just excuse the fact that I kind of smudged the Charlie in the box.